Hello there. So, Ryan and I, we like to eat consistent meals. Like, we like to make the same thing uh, pretty much every day. Well, I shouldn't say Ryan and I. Ryan does because I don't help. So he does his best to feed us regularly. Um, and his brother was telling us a story about when he was in college or university, and he would cut up all these vegetables or like pizza toppings, and he'd just have containers of pizza toppings in the fridge. And then he would just make pizzas, like little pizzas on pitas, basically every day. And we were like, we can do that. We could totally do that. And so Ryan will, let's be real, I don't do this, but so Ryan will cut up a bunch of vegetables like onions and mushrooms and peppers and whatever all at once, and then we have some other pizza toppings that we make all at once. So maybe he'll cook some chicken breasts or some steak or whatever it is that we have in the freezer/fridge that week, and he just makes it all at once and then puts it in containers in the fridge. And then we have these giant burritos that are like huge burrito wraps. I guess they're tortillas. So one of those is the size of like a medium pizza, I want to say, but obviously really thin because it's a tortilla. And yeah, he just puts that on the pizza rack, and then he's got all his ingredients ready to go, and he can just spread out the sauce and put it all on. And the whole process, including the cooking, takes like 30 minutes, which is great. And most of that time, 20 minutes of that time, is the cooking time. So he saves like huge amounts of time, which is actually really great because normally when we're making pizza, he's making pizza, it's in the middle of the workday, so neither one of us is really keen to stop working to like for an hour or whatever it's going to take to cook dinner. And so this is a really fast and easy way to get a good lunch. And I think this kind of batching of tasks is really great elsewhere as well. Like, for example, if I have to call the CRA, the Canada Revenue Agency, then, and I have like a bunch of clients that I have to make a call for, I will just do it all at once, or as much as I can. They only let you talk to them for half an hour and then they hang up, unfortunately. But that way I don't have to sit on hold for every one of those calls. I can just sit on hold the one time and then talk to them about a few problems. And then they hang up and I have to sit on hold again, but it's not the point. And I think, also can do this in the types of tasks that we're doing, like not just, I have to call the CRA, like that's a pretty specific one, but like creative tasks probably shouldn't be like back to back with super like analytical tasks, or at least for me, I find it really hard to go from doing accounting work, like analytical work, and then flipping to creative stuff. Like that's so hard for me to do. I have no problems going from creative work to analytical work, probably because I spend most of my brain power on the analytical stuff, so it's easy to like jump back into that for me. But I know for sure if I have to do any writing or just any kind of creative process, if I don't do that before I do accounting work, I'm gonna have a really hard time getting into that creative brain space. So because of that, and because most of my work is accounting work, I try to batch my creative stuff all in one block of time. So I'll block off like 2 hours in the morning. It has to be in the morning because otherwise I will have done some accounting that day. And I just do it all in that one time, and then I'm good for like the week. And that saves me a lot of time because if I have to get back to that space, like it takes the same amount of time to get my brain into the right space every time. So if I can do it once, spend that time once, then get a bunch of stuff done, then I'm not spending that time for every little task. I don't have to cut vegetables every time I make dinner. I can just cut a bunch of vegetables and then not worry about the knife and cutting board. I can just make pizza and be done with it. So I encourage you to look at your schedule maybe, or the things that you do in your business, and the stuff that maybe you can lump together for some time saving. What is the one thing that you could eat every day? For me, it's pizza. So I'm pretty happy to be eating pizza every day. Plus, it's a diverse food because you can put whatever you want on there. So you get like your veggies and your protein and all the things. So I don't feel that bad about it. What's the one thing for you? Is it ice cream? Is it French fries? I could probably eat French fries every day too, but I'd feel way worse about that. Anyways, leave for me in the comments. What's your thing you can eat every day? I'll see you tomorrow.